Hi guys, this is my seventh video on YouTube and I'm doing it on this game Declawens Railroads, and I'm doing it for the country of Brazil. So the goals of this level are to have a balance of 100,000 cash and to have an income of 15,000 per minute. Okay, so we have three cities: Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro and Curitiba. All these cities are level 1 presently, and they have a demand of passengers and they all supply passengers. So I'm going to start by connecting these three cities with each other. Okay, so done, I have connected them. Okay, so next I'm going to be assigning trains to transport passengers between these three cities. Okay, so I've assigned the trains. I've assigned two trains. One is going to be transporting passengers from Rio de Janeiro to Sao Paulo, and the other is going to be transporting passengers from Curitiba to Sao Paulo. Okay, so next there is oil refinery located here, and it has a demand for oil and it produces fuel. Fuel is available at oil wells which are located here, here and here. So I'm going to connect this oil wells with the oil refinery, and I'm going to assign a train to it to transport oil from the oil well to the oil refinery, and I'm going to use hat points uh, for this train because I need a long train. Okay, so I have assigned the train to transport oil from the oil well to the oil refinery. We are going to be needing fuel. Once Sao Paulo gets upgraded to level 2, it is going to have an additional demand for fuel and cars. Okay, so it has been upgraded to level 2 and now it has an additional demand for cars and fuel. Okay, so cars are produced at the car factory here, and to produce cars we need rubber tires and steel. Steel is produced in the steel mill here, and to produce steel we need coal from the coal mine and iron from the iron mine. So I'm going to connect the coal mine with the steel mill. Okay, so I've connected. Now I'm assigning a train to transport coal from the coal mine to the steel mill. Okay, so I've assigned the train. Okay, so next I'm going to be connecting this iron mine with the steel mill. Okay, so money has gone into negative. Once we have the money, I'll assign a train to transport iron from the iron mine to the steel mill. Okay, so we have the money. So I've assigned the train to transport iron from the iron mine to the steel mill. Okay, so Rio de Janeiro has been upgraded to level 2 city, and now it has an additional demand for cars and fuel. Okay, next I'm going to be connecting this iron mine with the steel mill. Okay, so I've connected it. Now I'm going to assign a train to it to transport iron from the iron mine to the steel mill. Okay, so I've assigned the train. Next I'm going to connect this coal mine with the steel mill. Okay, so I've connected them. Okay, so Curitiba has also been upgraded to a level 2 city, and now it has an additional demand for cars and fuel. Okay, so now I'm assigning a train to transport coal from the coal mine to the steel mill. Okay, so I've assigned the train. Next, I'm going to be connecting the rubber trees which is located here with the car factory. Okay, so I've connected them. Once I have the money, I'll assign a train to transport rubber tires from the rubber trees to the car factory. Okay, so we have the money. Okay, so I've assigned a train to transport rubber tires from the rubber trees to the car factory. Now I'm going to be connecting the steel mill with the car factory. Okay, so I've connected it. Okay, once I have the money, I'll assign a train to transport steel from the steel mill to the car factory, and then it's going to be a long train. Before that, I will have to connect the ends of the track. Yes, I have connected them. Okay, once I have the money, I'll assign a train to transport steel from the steel mill to the car factory, and I'm going to be using hat points on that train, and it will be a long train of 6 cars. As I'm using hat points because we have to achieve this goal of having a income of 15,000 per minute. It is not possible to achieve that goal by using small trains which support 3 cars. That's why I'm using uh, trains which support 6 cars. Okay, so we have the money. Okay, so I've assigned the train to transport steel from the steel mill to the car factory. Next, I'm going to be connecting the rubberies which is located here with the car factory and assign a train to it to transport rubbers. Okay, so I've connected them. Okay, so we have the money. Okay, we need 160 cash more. Okay, I've assigned another train to transport rubber tires from the rubber trees to the car factory. Okay, next I'm going to connect this car factory with Sao Paulo, and I'm going to assign a train to it to transport cars from the car factory to Sao Paulo. Okay, so I've connected them. Okay, so we have the money now. Okay, next I'm going to be connecting the oil well which is located here with the oil refinery. Okay, so I've connected it. Once I have the money, I'll assign a train to transport oil from the oil refinery. Sorry, to transport oil from the oil well to the oil refinery, and it is going to be a long train. Okay, so we have the money. Okay, so now I've assigned the train. Next, I'm going to be connecting this oil refinery with Sao Paulo. Okay, so I've connected it. Next, I'm going to be connecting this oil refinery with Rio de Janeiro. Okay, so I've connected them. Okay, next I'm going to be assigning a train which is going to be transporting fuel from the oil refinery to Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, and it is going to be a single train and it is going to be a long train. Okay, so I've assigned the train. Okay, so next I'm going to be connecting the car factory with Curitiba, and I'm going to assign a train to transport cars from the car factory to Curitiba. Okay, done. I've connected them. Okay, so now I've assigned a train to transport cars from the car factory to Curitiba. So next we have a spare track here at Sao Paulo, and two spare tracks near Rio de Janeiro. So I'm going to be connecting this spare track. Okay, I've connected them. Okay, so Sao Paulo has been upgraded to a level 3 city. Okay, Okay, so our income is above 16,000 now. So I'm going to pause this video here, guys. I will resume this video once we have a balance of 90,000 cash, and I'll not make any changes to this video. I'm doing it because to save the time. Okay, so I'm pausing the video now. Okay guys, I've resumed the video now, and our balance is above 95,000 cash. I didn't make any changes while I paused the video, guys. It is the same, but our income has gone down below 15,000 now to 14,000. It keeps fluctuating. So I'm going to be assigning a train on this track which I just laid earlier to transport passengers from Rio de Janeiro to Sao Paulo. Okay, so I've assigned the train. Okay, so our income is above 15,000 now. Okay, so our balance also has gone above 100,000 cash, and we have completed this challenge as we have met the two goals of this challenge. Okay, see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.